you cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out.
Clutch. Welcome back. Cooling out. We are back.
What's up, everyone?
I feel like I've been gone for forever.
Yeah, European row.
I'm out here. I'm classy now, but we got a special guest. He been here before, though, so I don't know how special he really is. But he's our boy.
I'm still special.
You still special?
I'm still special. Don't lie to the people.
Don't shut me down. Nah, we got our boy Terrence in here.
Welcome back, bro.
Thank you guys for having me again.
Of
Thank you guys
course.
for having me.
This is odd. I feel like now, we're recording. I don't feel like we ever recorded this close. Like, I feel like obligated to look into your eyes when I'm talking to you. It's very weird.
Yeah, I could just do that landscape.
Nah, it's cool. Now we're gonna record this way. It's just
We
interesting.
close.
It'll add a new dynamic to our friendship.
Ain't been this close before.
I ain't never been this close to y'all niggas. I'm like, oh man. But how you been, man? How's life?
Life is good. I was actually telling Kevin right before the pod started. I got a promotion.
Oh,
today. So
Money
drinks
making.
on you.
for the first time.
Okay.
For the first time.
Congrats.
So, thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Only downside is I got to go back to Chicago for training in December.
Oh,
Damn.
How long?
A week.
Are they paying for the hotel and all that stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna pay for
That's
everything.
cool. You
but
ain't gonna be outside too much.
Yeah, I hope not.
Hotels got heat, man.
I mean, yeah, but I gotta walk from the hotel to the office.
How far is it?
It's a block.
Niggas.
Yeah.
You
But
see?
it's
The way they talk about
Nah,
that with
you
Chicago
got to
winter.
get a Canada Goose just for a week. Just for a week.
Word. It's a block, but it's over the river.
Oh.
So we gotta walk over the river.
They really making you earn that money.
Yeah.
My boy got a promotion.
Yeah,
Congrats,
so
bro.
Thank you. So that's what I got. The good news today.
Nice.
You know.
You just got it today.
Yeah. I got
Congrats,
offered today. I was a little worried. They told me maybe 2 weeks ago. And
Mhm.
today the maybe turned into definitely. So
So when does it go into effect?
November 16th.
Oh,
November 16th.
give you a good date. Okay.
Right before the holiday.
So that means, the end of December 1st, then you should get that raise and that paycheck.
Yeah.
I should know when I should hit you up. when we gonna get drinks next? I need to know when. December 1st. Okay.
It'll be. You'll never know.
Oh, okay.
You'll never know. Don't worry about it.
Trust me. I know when people get money, they start switching up. You'll never know. But look at this new sweater I got. Start dressing different.
always out. See, the problem is I'm always out anyway, so you never gonna know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
You gonna be out when it's cold though? This weather just switched up quick.
Oof. Yep. It's crazy because I felt it was. I didn't have my AC on the last couple weeks, but I had my fan on. I hate waking up really warm, so I always have my fan on.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one morning I had my fan on and it was just brick, and it's been cold ever since. Like it ain't let up. Today was a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just been the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been really cold.
Man.
Yeah, I got a cold myself. Woke up one day and you feel that feeling in your throat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I got back. When I left though, it was like 65-ish.
They done
Was
dipped
it?
to like some
Yeah.
days
It's been
touching
dipping.
40.
I've seen some. I saw a 38 one night. The night actually I landed back Saturday, it was 38 at night.
Oh, it was
That-
cold that night.
And I
Oh,
got
I
off the,
stayed in.
I got off the plane, no jacket, thinking I'm cute. Walked outside waiting for that Uber. Nigga was scurrying for that scarf. I was like, it's when you like huddled in the corner, just like trying to fight the wind. Just turn your back to it. It won't hurt.
Man, that's the dilemma, man. Because I always end up going somewhere warm during the winter, and it's like, what do? I don't want to pay for a check bag if I got my coat.
Yeah.
So it's like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna am I gonna have a sweater in my bag, take up all the space, or do I just, wear like a long sleeve and then just hurry up and get in a cab?
You wear the sweater and jacket combo, and then
Yeah.
you figure that out on the plane. You just put it by your legs with your bag.
Yo, when you
got
go to
to.
Miami, like I didn't go to Miami, but like I stopped Miami before I went to Nicaragua in January one time, and I'm on the plane bundled, like it's cold. As soon as you land,
Yeah.
you can feel the heat like through the plane, like yeah, I'm about to make a Miami trip sometime soon. Maybe January, February.
along with the other trips.
Yeah, but that's definitely gonna happen somewhere where it's warm though.
Yeah,
New York will just
that's not it.
it'll eat you alive. It's depressing.
Yeah.
But anyway, on to some positive things.
Yeah.
Kev, how you been?
I've been cool, just laying low. Lot of more work in my currently. So I just really just been laying low. Just been chilling. What I do? What I'm doing?
That's how you doing, nigga ain't been doing nothing.
Yeah, I really haven't been doing nothing.
It's that
I
time
went
of
to like
year.
a housewarming and the movies, but I just been chilling since I started working more. Just try to just chill more. I am going to Seattle soon, so that's nice.
That's this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Life knows how to work, because when I booked it in the summer, I didn't foresee it'd be during the busiest time of my year. So
It works out perfectly.
Yeah.
Need that break.
Mm-hmm.
Right in between.
Yeah, but aside
Is
from
it gonna
that-
be a good break though? Like, is it gonna be one of them breaks where you're gonna be like, well, hopefully it's what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't worry about work when you're on your break.
I'm not gonna worry.
But is it gonna be one of them breaks where like you come back and you're gonna be like swamped with work?
Potentially.
We just ruined the trip.
Okay, well, nah,
Potentially.
my bad. You right, I did fuck that up. I was like, yeah, enjoy your trip, bud.
That inbox.
You just did that shit so like casual. Yeah, enjoy your trip, have fun, but have you thought about after your trip?
What about the ramifications of your trip?
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, you just been chilling.
Yeah. Really just been chilling.
How was Chris's housewarming party?
It was fun.
It was fun?
It was good catching up with everyone.
Good.
I've
I
never seen
almost
people
made
in a
it,
while.
and then I got home and I collapsed.
That was the night you landed.
Now, when I was on the plane, in my mind, I was like, oh, starts at 8, so it really ain't gonna start till like 9, 10. And I was like, I should be
was
home.
true.
Yeah, and I was like, I should be home. I got home at 10. I was like, I should be home by 10. And then as soon as I opened that door, and I sat down on my couch, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna take a shower, and then,
No.
woke up Sunday around 1 p.m. Still tired as hell. Like,
Of course.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't go too much in depth about my life. I'm trying to be humble real now. They say you brag. God takes these things from you. I just made that up. But nah, I mean, we were talking before we started recording. I just came back from Europe, which is beautiful, for a week. It was pretty cool. Went to Paris. Went to London, and then went to Leeds, which is in like northern United Kingdom. Speaking of Leeds, though, so one of my friends got married there. He's originally from there. Well, he's originally from Ghana, but he was raised there. You think people in London have accents? Just go like 1 hour outside of London. I couldn't understand a word people were saying to me. Like, I was like, yo, are you speaking English? Like, the accents were so thick. I couldn't understand half the shit people were saying to me. In London, I was like, all right, cool, I understand what you're saying to me.
But
2 hours out, I was like, yo, I needed a translator.
It's a whole different language.
We're speaking the same. It reminded me of like, like in Spain, they say like people from like South America speak different dialects of Spanish. So like sometimes they have a hard time understanding each other. Like I think it's Catalan and something else.
That's like
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, yeah, we both speak in English, but whatever you say, it's not registered to me. Yeah, but beautiful trip. I would like highly suggest any of our listeners, if you have a chance, just travel abroad, go to Europe. It's a beautiful. Well, it's not a beautiful country. Go to like any one of the European countries. Correction, they're all like most of them are beautiful. I mean, like the usuals. The London, the Paris, those cities. But then you also have the Romes of the world. You hit the islands. You can go to Amalfi Coast. What's that? Oh, Ibiza. If you really feeling up to it. If you trying to die, don't take your girl there. Where else? A lot of places though, but definitely if you can get across the Atlantic Ocean, you should try to do that. And I was telling Kev and Terrence, a lot of flights are so much cheaper than they used to be, so it's not as much of a burden as it used to be to people to get out there. So if you have an opportunity to get out there, I highly suggest you get out there and just experience life in different cultures. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It reminded me of when I studied abroad years ago. Great time.
I think a lot of places everywhere. I feel like people. I don't know if it's just y'all, but I feel like a lot more people are traveling.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot more people, like in our age group, and not even in our age group. Like, just I think that the way that the world is right now, the airlines are making it so affordable, and like I feel like every week I know somebody is in Bali or Colombia, over in Europe, Africa, people going to Ghana. I feel like it's just a lot. Thailand. I feel like everyone
in Thailand.
Everybody's been. I see people riding
like-
on elephants every week.
I'm like,
on
yo,
Instagram.
y'all riding elephants,
the swag now?
taking pictures with tigers and shit. I've seen too many of those. I'm like, yo, y'all really dedicated for this 22-hour flight.
That's the only reason why I ain't been out there, man.
I heard it's really cheap though, and nice as hell when you get out there.
It's so cheap,
But
it's
I just
so nice,
can't.
bro.
22 hours.
My
22.
knees were hurting in economy for this 7-hour flight, so I can't even imagine.
A
Like,
day
you gotta
on a
lay
plane.
over in Dubai. That's
You
a
gotta lay
17
over
hour
and then-
Dubai, and then
Layover in Bangkok. It's just too much going on for me.
it is.
But Asia's supposedly beautiful. Thailand's supposedly beautiful.
I see why.
But I think like as time evolves, like I want to say just millennials, but like people in general have gotten more hip and more hip. yo, Kev,
You killed me for it.
Yo, Kev is
Kill
really
me
trying to
for
bring
it.
hip back into.
That was it.
Kev read the dictionary and read the Urban Dictionary and wanted to bring hip back into my vocabulary, and now it's back in my vocabulary.
You didn't even think about it. Did
It
you?
just came out so casually. Yeah, hip.
Mission accomplished.
Damn, but what was I saying? Damn it. But no, people are wiser now. Like even as far as something like fitness and working out, more people work out nowadays than they used to. So
That's all true.
yeah. But I was gone, man. Catch me up. It's been a week of me being like completely out of the loop of
Yeah.
like anything that has anything to do with culture or sports. I looked at a couple of box scores, but it doesn't do. You said you want to talk about Pusha T and Drake.
It's been weird, but it's sort of related to sports and the fact that I came on. The last time I came on was to talk about Kanye West, and sort of related to. So I guess we can start with the things that Kanye has been doing. I think you guys touched on the whole thing with SNL in the last podcast, and I thought,
Boy lost.
it's just been getting worse.
What do you think of him at the White House? Did he watch it, by the way?
I didn't watch it. I
Okay.
saw it was Kanye West and Jim Brown who has Jim Brown is probably the greatest running back.
Nah, he is.
10 years, 10,000 yards.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
I'm sure he took a lot of hits though,
Of course he did.
and that's why he's talking the shit that he's talking. He's confused.
He's just always been like, he's kind of one of those people that you grow up looking up to, but then once you fully like look at what they're saying and understand the things that they're saying, you're like, okay, this person is probably not who I want to associate myself with.
And that's Kanye's counsel.
And that was the person who was at the
Makes sense.
at the White House with Kanye. And I didn't watch all of it. I saw parts of it just because it was the first time that I looked at somebody in the same room as Donald Trump, and I saw that, and I thought that Donald Trump wasn't the dumbest person in the world. Damn. Like usually Donald Trump is the most embarrassing, maybe not dumbest, but the most embarrassing person in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just watching this man speak about, just ramble on and on and on and on, and not one thing he said made a lick of sense. It was just all over the place. It was confused. It was a cry for help. I don't know what it was, and just the fact that Donald Trump was looking at him like, yo, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta, and since the whole slavery was an option thing, I kind of distanced myself from Kanye West. I haven't listened to I haven't listened to any of the albums that dropped on Good Music besides Pusha T, because I feel like Pusha T is.
That shit was fire.
It's
fire.
also the best of the five.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
And then I blocked him on Twitter. I followed him on Instagram for a minute, and then I stopped. He just continues every week to disappoint.
But he got love.
Oh.
He got love.
But at what cost? It's like, he says he wants to bring jobs back to America, factories back to America. He wants the Yeezys manufactured in America. Adidas is never going to sign off on that.
Never.
Like, you think they're going to leave where they make these shoes for pennies.
Mm-hmm.
If they did, those shoes would be so much more expensive than they already are.
So much more expensive. You're already paying $200, $300 for a pair anyway.
Mhm.
So, Ain't nobody paying more than that for Yeezys, and so
People will.
yeah, you know what,
about to
people
say.
will.
Yeah,
People will.
just because it would then become more exclusive, and people would feel, I guess, better about themselves and more like, just more exclusive by having them. That's how people buy half the shit they buy, especially in like poorer communities. People just buy shit just say they have it because you feel more exclusive. It makes you feel like you're better than someone else by having that.
That's true.
Very materialistic mindset.
It is, but then he's going right now. I think is he still in Africa? Oh, he went to Africa while you were away.
Huh?
He's in Uganda
I saw
right
him
now.
previewing music in Africa.
Doing what?
He's in Uganda.
Creating.
Previewing music to who?
To the kids, he's got hundreds of pairs of Yeezys he's been giving away. White Yeezys.
He's playing his music out there to the Ugandans.
I just saw a clip with some dude was bopping his head to like a beat. He was in the background bopping his head.
Did the guy look Ugandan?
He kind
was
of did.
black.
He
Yeah.
was black. He
Like black?
He looked. I don't know who
Yes.
this guy is, but he's probably
I don't know who
Ugandan.
he is.
Damn.
And
Kanye didn't learn from when he made what album was that? Yeezus. Did he make that whole album? That was when he made in Paris, right?
I don't know.
he-
I remember.
I don't think he made it in America.
Yeah, I remember it was like one. I think Yeezus was the album where he was like out of the country for the entire production, everything for like 2 months straight, and made that. And then whoever is, he graced that with, and they signed off on it out there. When it came back to America, there was like 2 tracks on there that I was like, all right, cool, I'll listen to this again.
I think that's the one Rick Rubin helped him on.
Yeah. That was the one. So
That's
whatever
what
he's
I'm on.
working on now, he wants to drop another album this year, I think, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to drop.
Oh wait, it was supposed
that
to drop.
Same day as
Yeah,
Carter
this-
Five,
the
the day
SNL.
after Carter 5.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Kev owed me a drink. God bless. Forgot all about that. But keep going.
So that's what Kanye's been up to, and that's pretty much been like as far as like pop culture.
So what's your whole stance on him now?
I don't fuck with Kanye.
Are you going to check for Yandy?
Hell no.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, I think it's Yandi.
Yandy, my bad.
Yandi.
Yeah,
Why
bad,
I got him
Kev.
like that? Yeah, my bad, my bad.
Yandy.
You're right, my bad.
Put the respect on
Yeah,
Mahatma
yeah.
Gandhi. I guess that's who he wants to be.
Yeah.
That's who Kanye's going for.
Apologies,
But I'm
Gandhi.
like, nah, I'm not.
Do you guys think that like he's really mentally ill right now, or do you think like this is all like a ploy?
No, he said he's sleep deprived. That's what it is. And he tested a 98 percentile. That's what he said.
Percentile what?
Of human. Look.
This all happened this past week. I was gone,
Well, that happened with Trump. That's when he was
That
having
was Trump,
He
so
was
that
having
was
a
the week
dialogue
before.
with Trump.
but he was talking to himself. He went on a rant.
He
Yeah.
might have been at that moment.
Yeah, he is, and I think doesn't he have a Well, I guess it's postponed, but I know that him and Charlemagne was supposed to have a discussion. They were
No,
selling
he
tickets.
canceled it. Charmaine said he. I guess it is postponed.
Wait, did he
But
cancel it?
indefinitely. He said he's not going to happen right now because it's going to take away the focus from what he really wanted to talk about, which was mental health.
Who? Charlemagne canceled
Yeah.
it? Wow.
That's what he said.
What?
Like you got
What?
a chance to interview Kanye in front of the huge theater of people, and you already did it, 3 months ago. Now you're like gonna sell tickets, and Charlemagne is like, you do,
Doing
you
too
wild. Too much dip on your chip.
It ain't. It wouldn't be the same because Kanye. First of all, I think Charlamagne would probably ask him a question, and then Kanye would just go off on rants,
Yeah,
and half the shit he says wouldn't make any sense.
I fully agree.
And then people on Twitter will try to make it make sense. That's what frustrates me the most. When like people insult my intelligence, I take it personally. Even though you're not talking to me specifically.
Mhm.
But when you try to take something that is so illogical and make it logical,
Nah, you just don't get it.
yeah, it's like it doesn't.
You don't get it.
Like it doesn't make any sense. Like why are we trying to force this to make sense?
It just doesn't.
You don't
let
understand.
let it die. I feel like if I could let Kanye die, ain't no excuse for nobody in the world.
What if Yandi is fired though? What if he dropped?
ain't fire.
What if he dropped? No, wait, no,
It
listen.
ain't- it can't be.
What if that first single come out is like on some?
Yeah, you're not even checking for it.
I'm not even checking for it.
Wait, no. What song was he arguing about? About Shit, what was that? At your house warming?
Come on, dreams and nightmares.
Yeah, what if
What if it's like that good?
What if it's like dreams and nightmares good? You still ain't gonna check out Yandi?
I don't think he can make a song that good.
What if
right
he
now.
does though?
He can't. I don't think he can. Not in this state. I don't think he can.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I believe he really could if he really put his mind to it. I think that he's like trying to like ghost. You never met. I know a lot of people like this. Like two people who like try to think so much outside of the box that they're not actually like being themselves anymore. Yeah. And I feel like that's where he is now, making music now. He's like trying so hard to be like so different. Like that shit with Lil Pump on SNL. When y'all wearing them
you a 40-year-old man. You 40 years old in a.
My goat could never.
Yo,
that. Although, because to be honest, the first time I heard that song, I thought it was the worst song ever.
It's still no.
It's not the worst song ever.
Okay,
I'll say that.
It's just the visual. The song is fine.
The song is.
It's not fully for me, but
the song isn't great. It's not good, but it's just not as bad.
It's not horrible.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
no.
lie.
It's just the visual and knowing like the music you've made.
Word like that.
It's a 40-year-old man
with his discography up until a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's.
But what you were saying about the music, like he used to put so much attention to detail. Mm-hmm. Like a song would take months to make, and think about how quickly he made Yay.
Yeah, it's just.
He's not putting the same attention to detail for whatever reason. Not at all.
And that goes back to probably last week was the biggest. I mean, at least in my view, as far as pop culture, the interview with on Saturday. Well, wouldn't it was it Saturday? The interview on LeBron's show, The Shop, with hosted by Maverick and Drake. So Drake went on.
You see that?
No.
Oh, that's the day you left?
Yeah, it was the day I left. Yeah.
Wow, so.
Missed a lot. I mean, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't check for it.
I mean, I think I watched maybe like 15 minutes of that. I didn't watch the whole thing. Just to bring it back to the whole thing with Kanye West. They were asking questions about the surgical summer, the Pusha T, Son of Adidon, and Drake. Basically, they were like, where did this come from? Like, did you have any idea this was happening? And like, what's your relationship with Kanye West, with Pusha T, and everything? And it was just really interesting to hear like Drake and LeBron speak about it. The biggest rapper in the world, the biggest athlete in the world, and how Drake felt that Kanye ratted him out to Pusha T. He felt that,
He said this?
Yeah, he said this in the interview. He said that he went out to Wyoming. He said Kanye was in Wyoming, and Kanye called him and was like, "Hey, man, let's work on some stuff. I know you got."
He's a father now. Kanye said, "I'm a father now. I'm making money now. I want to be a Quincy Jones."
Yeah.
I'm making money now. He's making money for years.
Well, remember he said he was in debt.
So I guess.
Hey, look. Look. Don't shoot the messenger.
We just relaying the.
We got love.
So, I mean, did you watch the whole? You can give a bit of. I mean,
Kev watched that.
How dare you?
Kev watched it live. Kev watched it live.
I recorded it. I just watched the highlights. So if you want to give
he said that he went out to Wyoming to help. He thought he was getting music from Kanye. The only thing,
he gave him the beat
to lift yourself.
To lift yourself.
The one he did the poopity scoop.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
The beat though.
The beat's fire.
Yeah.
So he gave it to Drake.
Yeah, he said 40 went out there earlier, and he said 40 said something was off, and that Kanye was working on an album. Drake still went out there, and he said he did work on Kanye's music. He didn't really get much outside the beat. He helped him with Ye. But that Kanye released the poopity scoop, text him, and then
no. So while they were in Wyoming, Drake tells Kanye, "Hey, I have a kid." Yeah. Pulls out his phone, shows Kanye photos of his son, tell him I'm a dad now, like just like you. You
Yeah.
know, I'm hoping that maybe this could fix, their broken friendship or whatever.
Yeah.
And either tells him or plays him March 14th. He made some reference.
He plays him March 14th. And this is in Wyoming. And so while they were, they're in Wyoming, before Drake got there, Pusha T was there working on his album, working on Kanye's album, the rest of Good Music.
Yeah.
But once Kanye told him, "Oh, Drake is coming," Pusha T was like, "I'm leaving." He's like, "I don't mess with this guy. I'm just gonna go."
Yeah.
So Pusha leaves. 40 gets there, and Drake comes, and they work on the music. At this time, Drake didn't know that Kanye was working on an album. He thought that he was getting help for his album.
Yeah.
So then whenever Drake leaves, the next day, the day after,
The dates.
the dates come out with the Good Music. We're gonna take over all of June, and this is like a week after Drake is like Scorpion.
Yeah.
Dropping June 14th, I think.
He never gave a date.
No, he gave the date.
No, I don't remember it.
No, he just had June. He had June 2018.
Oh, June 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. So literally, as soon as Drake leaves, Kanye comes out with, "This is what Good Music is doing."
Yeah.
And Drake, I guess, took that to heart. And,
Of course.
and he said that, Kanye basically like broke his trust. He says, and then this is before even the whole Son of Adidon thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's another level of. So basically Kanye gave Pusha T all the ammo.
Says Drake.
Says Drake.
Okay.
And this is what the public believed for a couple of days. And I'm not a Drake fan, although I think Scorpion was fire. I came around. That album was a pretty great album. Wow. And
Proud of you.
I was like, you know what? Listen, if the music is good, the music is good. I'll own up to it.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying that. I just think most of his music isn't good. That's my problem. With Drake.
We'll edit that
Yeah,
out.
we edit that out and loop the words before.
So Scorpion was good, and I was like, watching Drake explain why he had issues with Kanye. I was like, you know what? Kanye really fucked up. I was like, yo, he really he had no business telling Pusha T about his son, about the Adidas deal. I was like, yo, Kanye really is just a dog, man.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday morning came.
Then Wednesday morning comes, and I wake up, and I see Pusha T trending. And I'm like, what happened?
What the fuck did I miss?
You missed a 4-hour interview.
Details.
Pusha T had a 4-hour interview.
4-hour
Almost,
interview.
yeah, pretty
three,
much.
three,
You watched the whole thing?
3.5 hours.
It's a
3
pod.
hours, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing though.
Oh, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. He went on the Joe Budden show.
Oh.
Joe Budden podcast. And he said, I forgot to tweet, but it was like, we gonna clear the air. And so I'm like, I'm ready. I don't got Spotify. I signed up.
You get a 2-month free trial.
I just signed up for the free one.
With
You
Joe-
can still listen. You can still listen, but I don't think you can watch.
Oh, okay.
So
I got Spotify. I'm gonna watch that shit.
so I'm like, so before I watch, I read the highlights. But I mean, the amount of detail in this podcast.
Yeah, he went very.
Listen,
They asked all the shit. I was like,
everything.
Like I always wondered. Okay, if Kanye's flying you in, you guys don't bump into each other when you're working. Like, what happens in that?
Yeah.
He talks about how he feels about the whole Kanye Drake dynamic, which is another thing, because they have like a hot and cold relationship.
Yeah.
Pusha thinks that's weird. He even says like this nigga's been dissing you all summer, and then you friends with him. He says that he doesn't like the fact that he plays neutral like that. Kanye. He says that
Who doesn't play that? He doesn't like that. Who plays?
Kanye plays neutral.
Oh,
because
okay.
he said when he's at war, then I'm good, and then that's it. I'm not good, and then I'm friends with YMCMB.
Gotcha.
He says that if Kanye had gave him the photo of his son, he would have used it as he wouldn't have used the blackface only of Drake. He would have used the picture of the son. So I was like, that makes sense. But he also said the person who did give him the information.
So I think the biggest, and I think everybody's
Yeah.
biggest takeaway
Yeah.
from this interview was Saturday night, we all think that Kanye went to Pusha T and was like, yo, Drake's got a kid. He got a clothing line coming out with the with the kids.
Don't tell me it was
names.
40.
So
Plot thickens.
Pusha T was like, it wasn't Kanye. He was like, 40 has been sleeping with this woman.
Dun dun dun.
They speak on the phone 5, 6, 7 times a day. She's upset. She came to us and said, this is what's happening. Drake got a kid. He don't like his baby mama. People been flying out, trying to meet the kid and all this
Taking
other
presents,
stuff.
yeah.
Taking him presents.
She says that 40's disgruntled about some of the, I guess some of career-wise with Drake is a little disgruntled about a couple of things. He didn't go into specifics.
He didn't go into specifics, but this is the ammunition. This is where it came from. It wasn't Kanye. It was 40 and this girl he's sleeping with.
40 got, excuse me. So 40 got loose lips.
That pillow talking, man. That pillow talking. And I don't think anybody could have guessed. I'm surprised like you got the first guess. But
I mean, I always like think like the wildest thing like way out there because like it's like the thing that you at least expect. So I was like, don't tell me it's 40. You're like, no, I wasn't 40. It was like some assistant. So I'm like, all right, cool.
It was 40.
Corner pusher, yeah.
He's been upset and he's been talking to this girl. And he didn't say who the girl was, but just this is where we got the information from. And then from there, it got even crazier. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it gets even crazier. So apparently, what's the last the Pusha T album drops. There's that Drake diss song, and then Drake drops his diss. What was it called again?
Duppy.
Duppy freestyle drops.
Just fire.
And then Pusha comes back with Son of Adidon. It just completely destroys Drake. Just the whole. It was a surgical like.
When I ain't heard from Drake, remember that week of depression after?
Oh, man.
When we just waiting
Don't
for Drake to
remind
respond?
me.
We like jumped off the Drake bandwagon.
Oh,
I heard
hurt.
music from Drake. I was like,
Ugh.
it didn't even
listen to
sound the
this.
same.
Oh, no.
So then you hear Drake's camp saying, "Yo, we got some things on Pusha."
But Jay Prince
You
told
know,
us,
and
yeah.
Jay Prince was like, "Nah, don't release it. We go." They were like, "Nah, we gonna kill Pusha's career." Drake's people was like, "No, we gonna kill his career." And then they said Jay Prince came in and stopped all
Yeah.
that. Pusha was like, "Yo, I don't know Jay Prince." He's like, "I ain't speak to him." He's like, "Listen, Drake ain't got nothing on me."
Yeah, he said, why are you helping me out? Why are you
Word.
letting me off the hook?
Word. He's like,
Why
it
even-
won't benefit nobody if you let me off the hook. So then he's like,
Damn, makes sense.
so then he's like, I have no
right?
skeletons.
Yeah.
He's like, I have no skeletons.
Mhm.
And he was like, guess what? They tried to find these skeletons. He's like, yo, he got a call in Wyoming. After Ye dropped, he got a call from somebody in Virginia Beach that he didn't speak to in years. He gets a call.
From
No,
his
he gets a
past
DM.
life.
He gets a DM from a past life. He gets a DM like, yo, man, give me a call. We need to talk. And they speak on the phone. Apparently, Drake's camp has been going to people in Virginia, offering them $100,000
For dirt.
For
So that was
dirt.
real.
on Pusha T.
And you say, oh, that's a good story. Then he plays the audio of some of these calls on the podcast. Yeah, man.
So this guy, obviously Drake thought that there was a break between him and Pusha. So he's like, I'm gonna get in with these people and I'm gonna turn these people against him.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, he made Drake's camp, he made them believe that he was like, I'm gonna give you all this dirt and everything. And he's like, yo, let me hear what the other people have been saying. So he wasn't the first person. He's recording this whole conversation. They play him recordings of their other conversations with people from Virginia, offering them $100,000 for dirt. One guy who was recorded was like, listen, I need more than $100,000 because I need to relocate my family. Because he's like, after this, quote, there's nothing but gunplay, unquote. Yo, and you're listening to, it's not word of mouth.
You listen to the audio, and like one of the people they target is this woman that's like was at his wedding.
Yeah.
And she like tries to sell him out. Yeah.
Like, there's three recordings that they play about this whole $100,000 for information. And this guy gave him all to Pusha.
Yeah.
And I can't remember anything like this ever happening in a beef. You know.
It was so deep. It was a great interview.
And it's crazy because Pusha could have used
Joe
all
Budden's
of it.
podcast.
Yeah, man, it was tremendous. They went between the three of them, like the questions. They nailed pretty much anything I could have thought of.
Wow.
Just-
It's crazy to think that this is all those recordings are probably old. Like Pusha's been holding on to all this
Yeah.
stuff,
He
and
was
then,
over it.
and then the shop drops, and he's
Yeah,
like,
that's why.
What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that was the impetus. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm going to clear the air because this story is here, this narrative." He was like, "I'm going to just do one interview." He's like, he told his manager, "I'm not doing it anymore." But then the shop happened. It's like,
and he had to get back out there and clear the rumors because I could say, like, listening to the shop, they made it seem like there was no history between Drake and Pusha T. It was all Pusha T egging him on, you know, and that's not the case. You know, like Drake talked about, you know, Kid Cudi's mental health issues and Virginia Williams, and all the questions were like, you know, they asked Drake, you know, what was your impetus for W Freestyle? He was like, oh, you could talk about my kid, you could talk about my mom, my dad. He's like, now you talk about my best friend's health. And he's like, that's a line that you shouldn't have crossed.
That shit was wild.
he said, "Yeah, wishing death."
Yeah, wishing death.
Which Pusha did. He didn't wish death.
He's like, I ain't wishing him death. I'm just stating the fact. This guy's sick.
Nigga, that's still some savage shit.
Real,
to say.
but then he says, "Not that it matters." Like even if he did,
Yeah.
He said, "If I did, that'd be fine too." But I didn't. Yeah.
Which is the case. He's like, there are no lines, but if you're gonna cross, he's like, there's no lines, but if you're gonna jump in there and bring up my wife, then be ready because I can say whatever I want. And the crazy thing is, the last 2 months he had all this information on 40, all this information about the payments, and Pusha ain't saying nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta keep some stuff in that back pocket because you never know when someone coming for you. Then you be like, what?
Yeah. And so like they asked him, you know, what did he mean by surgical summer? And
He said he was ready to go.
he was like, I had it locked and loaded, you know, but Drake fell off and he's like, I'm not going to jump in. And he's like, I don't need that. I don't need that kind of light. So, I mean, it was just, I'm pretty sure like we forgot other things that happened in the interview. I listened to the whole 3.5 hours.
I did too. And as a devout Drake fan, it really didn't make him. I already thought Drake lost, but then when he's like naming things, like when Drake wrote that, he said the dissertation in his notes after the blackface video, after the blackface photo came out, he wrote this like apology in his notes. That didn't look good. He's talking
Who
about
wrote an apology in their notes?
Drake, remember for
his
the
Instagram
blackface?
story.
Oh, yes.
That didn't look good.
He's like, that was a win.
He talking about rules, but then he mentions like you did make fun of Kid Cudi for his mental health, and you're offering people $100,000 to dig up dirt on me, but then you say you want rules. It's just it's not a good look.
What has Aubrey said about this?
He ain't say nothing since.
Maul said he spoke to him, and all he said was that he expected a retort. This is Maul telling the audience about his combo with Drake, and Drake said he expected a
So
retort.
hearsay, okay.
Yeah, and he was like, one day he hopes to come up and kick it, but he didn't really address it.
Because there's nothing you can say. You know, there's nothing that Drake can say that makes him look in a good light.
How do you think Drake responds? You think he just lets this pass?
He should, because Jay Prince came out this week and was like, Pusha T's an ant and we can crush him at any time. But I just think the more and more you allude to this mysterious track, you hype up this track that we're never going to get, and even if we get it now, I can't even think
It ain't
of
gonna,
it.
it ain't gonna meet expectations.
Yeah.
Like, you should just let it go. Because say whatever you want. He replied and you didn't reply.
Facts.
In a
note.
battle.
You wrote a note.
And you can't keep mentioning it because you're not going to reply. And then you let Jay Prince, backs him reply. I don't think it makes you look good.
Yeah, Drake gonna have to drop some more music.
Yeah, just yeah.
Go back and stay on tour, man. Because I mean, if you
Drop
listen
music
to
through it.
yeah, if you listen to the shop, I mean, he was talking some big talk. He was like, "I'm gonna punch him in his fucking face."
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah.
Who said that?
Drake.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I'm not going back and forth with you because I'm not trying to help your career anymore. He's like, somebody needs to punch you in your face.
He sees as somebody, not him.
Yeah, he said like you need to get punched in your
Yeah,
fucking,
you need to get punched in your fucking face. Yeah.
Yeah, Aubrey ain't doing that.
So Push was like, "All right."
Pusha still got
Which he
braids
made
in
fun of.
2018.
He made fun of that too. He was like, ain't nobody touching me. That's how he said it, and he laughed. Yeah, he was just taunting and.
I mean, I'm sure people will touch him, but like it just won't be Aubrey.
Right? Nah. I mean,
Man, he laughed.
yeah,
He laughed it off.
yeah. So Drake thought he was gonna get the last laugh, but those in glass houses.
Damn.
So what a week happened.
Yeah. So that was So that
It's
was
so detailed. It's like definitely things we're forgetting.
I'm definitely
Oh.
gonna check that out.
I think the
Make sure I download that for tonight on the train ride.
Yeah, I think in a positive note, not a positive note, but just another like thing that a lot of people didn't know. But I knew that Drake, that Pusha T wrote the, I Love It, the McDonald's jingle. Pusha T wrote that.
McDonald's, I'm loving
Ba da
it.
ba ba ba, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Pusha T wrote that,
Okay.
and the Arby's one.
That I did not know.
What
The,
Arby's was?
We have the meats.
Big Rames out there?
Every time you hear that commercial,
He's getting
40%. That goes to Pusha T.
We have the meats.
So that was just a crazy, like,
I
I,
don't
think
know,
they ended
Arby's is
towards
still a
that.
business.
That was just something I didn't know, and a
Me
lot of
either.
people didn't know. So
Yeah, but after they cleared all the important stuff, yeah, we got.
yeah, a lot.
Random facts
Little
about
bits,
Pusha. Some more about me.
Story time with Push.
Yeah. They come here just talk about Drake, did we? We got 30 minutes left? All right. Yeah, y'all know I write jingles, right?
It was like every 10 minutes. Oh yeah, we at the end of it, and it's like I'm like, but there's another hour and a half.
Yeah,
Talking
word.
about, but it just flowed, man. It just flowed, and so it was a great interview.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So I think that's hopefully going to be the end of it. I mean, not hopefully. I mean,
Nah, it should be the end of it.
it should be.
It should be. I don't know if it will.
It's up to Drake. I think he's starting back on tour today or tomorrow.
I don't foresee him dropping any like diss song that would like.
Not this song, but I could see some subs.
Yeah, I mean, you drop a fire song with some random subs. That's cool.
Yeah. But then you got to worry about what's coming back.
Nah, at this
Not
point, he's,
really
at
at
this
this
point,
point.
he's got to make the music and make sure it's fire.
No, I'm just. I mean, if he's throwing subs, you got to worry about Pusha T's got more. I think Pusha T's got more.
Yeah, but
So
subs,
He
Drake-
sounded like he was done with it.
yeah, but subs for subs. That's like whatever.
No, not subs for more recordings. We don't know.
Pusha T, you think Pusha T, if Drake
Did
subs
you-
him or something, he gonna drop a whole nother diss track?
I mean, he could just go back on the Joe Budden pod. I'm just saying. It would be best for Drake to just not say anything. I think at this point, last week happened. And
Nah, I'm going down on this ship with Aubrey. If you want to put another track, put some subs out there, I'm riding.
Yeah, he said Drake said, if it seems like I lost in the eyes of hip hop purists, then I could live with that. I didn't like that either.
What?
Don't try to qualify it. Right? Don't try to, like we're
If
the
it
ones that
seems like he lost in the eyes of hip hop purists, so whose eyes did he win in front of then?
And he says that in the room with LeBron, who just moments before called himself a hip hop historian. So-
I'm surprised. Did Braun keep a straight face?
I think he had a crazy look because
I'd have been like, like what?
talk about boy, and at the same time talking about how he studies battle raps for a living.
That's what hurt.
Drake. I
That's
study
what
battle
hurt.
raps
That's
for a
what
living.
hurt. That's what it hurt. That's what when you think
Aubrey.
about yeah.
He said he studies battle raps for a living.
And he said these are rules. I remember just in our what I can remember.
What are
Obviously-
rules? You ever? No, sorry, go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
That's what I'm saying. Jay talking about leaving used condoms in Nas's back seat. Gucci told Jeezy to go dig up his man's. Remember when they
What
were
he
beefing?
murdered?
Yeah.
What he murdered?
He said that in the diss. And I was like, come
You
on.
want to talk about
Tupac and Biggie.
They died.
First of all,
No rule.
Tell him
He's about-
Prodigy by
he's-
sickle cell. I mean, come on.
you
You talking about?
You got sickle cell. Go sit down.
Before you sneeze,
Crazy enough, he did die from complications with sickle cell, though, which is wild as
Look,
fuck.
I'm just saying, that just the past and
If you
There-
ain't
this
ready,
is
And
no
nothing's
rules.
off limits. Yeah.
and that's just off the top of my head. There's
Yeah.
words.
And that's like actual like rapping like diss songs over tracks. Have you ever watched like battle rapping on YouTube?
Oh, that's yeah.
I don't know how
Wow.
niggas even like survive that. Like I'd have
Yeah.
been done slicing nigga throat. Like, you have my face yelling and spitting,
Word, right? Like
and got
6
everyone
inches.
ooh. He killing you.
Yeah.
Fucking snap. Nigga.
Yeah, they would have prayer gun not in there.
Yeah,
they
we
would
spitting
be
on each other.
wildin'.
Like it
Make
wasn't.
sure his man they bring a gun.
Yo, we gotta go through multiple metal detectors, get patted down.
Like under his tongue.
Yeah, where nigga pull up.
Razor.
What'd you say, nigga?
I don't know how every battle don't end up in a fight.
I don't know.
Oh,
either.
niggas be disrespecting the shit out of
And they
each other.
dap up after.
Yo, that was dope. That was a good. I mean, it's the same concept as like UFC fighters. When niggas be like kneeing them in the face and they be leaking and then they get
I'd
up
rather
and be
you
like,
fight
then
me
they
than,
get up and they hug each
insult, like my family and my kids, my girl.
facts.
You know, it's just
And then you got to sit there for 5 minutes and not say a word. All you got to do is you sit there and go,
yeah.
yeah, I hear that.
Word.
Everyone, everyone, no. That's right. That nigga is ugly as fuck. You be like, oh shit.
Damn.
Man, that was.
Oh my god. I feel like I missed a lot.
You did. You did. I think you also missed the beginning of the NBA. I don't know if you guys want to change topics. Or
Nah, that's
No,
cool.
it's
That's
your
nice,
show.
nice transition.
yeah. So
You been
I
doing it-
think-
you been
I
doing-
think
you been
it
doing
was
this for a
thing.
while.
I think. Oh no.
Humble niggas.
Special. Remember you special. So I think the other part of the Drake interview which was kind of weird, was his interactions with LeBron. And some people said that LeBron treated him like a little brother. I thought it was more of a father-son type of a discussion.
Braun was sonning him?
LeBron was like, and so Drake was talking about the story and everything that happened, and LeBron was like, and what I tell you to do, and what I tell you to do. Yeah. And Drake was like, you told me to
chill.
Nah, yeah, he actually brought if he could ever let him down. That was
yeah.
he said he texted Braun
And asked Braun if he could what?
because he when he made a decision that he wasn't gonna reply, he said he texted Braun.
Like, would I let you down if I don't respond?
You a gross
Man.
This the nigga that we look up to? This the nigga that we aspire to
He
be?
should have never gotten that chair, beloved. He should have never gotten that chair. He should have told Braun and Mav, nah,
This ain't a good idea.
he ain't even gonna cut.
Yo. What?
Yeah.
Would I let you down? Nigga talking to Braun like he Jesus.
Papa.
Papa. Holy shit.
It just wasn't a good look.
That hurt.
Wow, it's really on some. I gotta watch that. I'm gonna watch that tonight when I get to the crib.
I mean, it's just been. That was just a crazy.
It was wild.
I mean, it's not that surprising, honestly, because like,
I mean,
2010, 2011 Drake, he was like known for like getting sunned a little,
yeah. And I
but
mean,
now he's a different level, different status.
you got to move different. I mean, LeBron is LeBron. Like, there's only a few people who LeBron could probably like look up to. You know,
Yeah.
like world leaders maybe.
But nah, Drake, you gotta stand on your own, man. You like,
you Drake,
you
like,
running this rap shit, he running the sports world, like,
y'all equals. You know.
yeah, damn.
Like, he's like what, 2 years older than you? That's it.
Would I let you down? Imagine how Braun feel. You got Drake asking you
Wait till you watch it.
if he would let you down.
Wait till you watch it.
You'll see.
It didn't feel like a fluid answer either.
What do you say?
I forgot.
It didn't matter. It was just.
But he didn't really say exactly like, nah, you can. He said something else, and watch it. Watch it, yeah.
He didn't say, nah, you could never let me down. He wasn't adamant in his
He
response.
wasn't adamant about that part. No.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just. It was a weird 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm never leaving the country again. But yeah, let's talk about the NBA a little, man.
Yeah. Well, you want to start? Speaking of Braun, I guess.
Yeah, let's start there, man.
0-3.
What have you been seeing?
They can score, but they can't shoot threes. But with the pace, they can really score.
Yeah.
They can't stop a nosebleed. But
They don't guard anyone.
they lost to 3 good teams, and they still trying to gel. They need to figure out the lineups. I think these suspensions will help. I think Lonzo should be starting.
Over.
Ingram, that one doesn't help. That's a lot.
No, thank you. On my
Miss him.
fancy
Yeah,
squad.
yeah,
What the
that
hell
one.
wrong with him?
Well,
Hey, man.
Scrawny ass coming out here like he Debo trying to swing on niggas. What's
that
wrong with
fight,
him?
That was crazy.
that was
Saturday.
That was Saturday
Yeah.
night, man. I mean,
Yeah, we were watching at Chris's as a family. I'm like, God damn.
Chris Paul, like
I don't remember the last time punches connected.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, Rondo caught him with that first punch, and I was like, damn. But then when CP3 hit him with that
the
uppercut,
oh.
you saw that. Nigga said the first punch he swung, I was like, all right, he didn't really catch me. He grazed him. CP3 when he stepped back and hit him with that old man strip. You know, CP3 got that Diddy bop. He was boom. I said, oh shit.
this is fighting.
And you know Rondo lost because today he was like, Chris Paul isn't a good teammate. He's a horrible teammate.
Yeah,
You
he's
see
not
that?
a good guy. He's
That's,
a
that's, how,
horrible
that's how you know when
teammate.
niggas lose fights. They got to start attacking your character.
Because the film ain't lie.
Yeah, he caught you with
Watching
a
it live, I didn't know why CP3 muffed him in his face.
Yeah, it was
like
quick.
That.
He
And
said,
then it's like
apparently
days
he
later,
spit on his face.
I watched the
was like,
video.
why are you reacting like
I watched the
this?
video and I still don't see it. It looked like he tried to take. Like,
People will say they see it. I didn't see it either from what I saw.
I watched the close-up video
I
again
wear
today.
contacts. So
I didn't
maybe
see
need
it.
stronger
I got glasses,
Yeah,
beloved.
I need stronger ones.
Zooming all the way, but there's definitely a moment like Chris Paul, he like jerks his head away. Like if somebody was to spit in your face, like he like jerked. It was very sudden, and
I ain't see no moisture on his face.
I mean,
I see
maybe
he
they
put
were
them
just
fingers
close.
in his eye like they in wrestling.
My nigga, he tried to like break his eyes. You know, he's like,
I was like, damn, you never been yelled at.
he couldn't
Yeah,
take that.
damn. The first couple replays they show, he could.
Yeah,
fucking
nah,
knock.
Rondo hit him though.
He did. He did.
It's not until they showed like different angles. I
Yeah,
saw
you saw
when
his
he-
face.
Oh
scrunch
my
up.
goodness.
Well, first he disrespected the shit out. He put his finger in his eye. Like he literally like tried to poke his eye out.
I was like, what are you doing? Because live, you're like,
Yeah,
You can't tell.
because the
It's too
camera
fast.
moved. That's why
Yeah.
the camera moved, and then it came back when they were already like brawling.
I mean, but you know, afterwards you get all the angles.
Brandon Ingram,
Everybody's
he
recording.
must hate Chris Paul. Because the way he ran back into that crowd and tried to, first of all, he can't fight because he swung and
like a pinky.
Chris Paul is right in front of him. And I just-
yeah. Thank God he
didn't even
missed too.
connect. Nah, yeah, he probably would
He
have hurt
done
Chris
some
Paul.
damage.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was swinging with all his might.
Yeah, he was.
He ran in and was like, but I don't know what he was aiming at. But
But he was ready.
yeah.
He was ready.
I was shocked that the suspensions were so short though. Chris
because
Paul
they
got
only
2.
hit one. Yeah,
Rondo got 3, and then Brandon Ingram got 4.
I don't. Well, Brandon, he pushed James Harden,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
which started the whole thing.
Yeah, but he was reckless with that last punch when he ran in.
Yeah.
he
That
could have
could've
he
been
could have
bad.
really hurt someone.
yeah, he could.
So they gave him 4 games for that.
Yeah, even he said he thought it was going to be longer.
Oh, he said that.
He's surprised it wasn't longer.
I'm good. Whatever, cool.
I mean,
He on my
one-
fantasy squad, so come back and play with an edge.
one for each. You know, I mean, I could see that.
Chris
A
Paul
couple
don't
thousand, $100,000, something a piece.
He don't deserve more.
You don't deserve more.
No, not him.
He
But
was reacting.
Yeah.
You know,
You
even
could
if
argue only one.
I think him and Rondo should have got equal suspensions.
Nah. No, you
Nah.
spit. You got to retaliate.
We have no proof that he spit on him. I watched the video.
multiple sources are saying.
I watched the video. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Did
I
you
can
see it?
I can see how you
saw
can't
the
say it didn't
reaction.
happen.
I didn't see
The
it.
reaction, if I can see how a normal person would assume that Chris Paul got spit on by his reaction, most people would say something happened. Like, you don't jerk your head back like that for no reason. Maybe he was just spitting and he just overreacted.
Chris Paul is a better.
And Chris Paul, he
trash
not
talks
like
with everyone.
He's a better
So he
man
don't
than
really
me,
react-
though.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga spit on me, I'm not gonna just try to poke his eye out.
Yeah. And Rondo's got
But he's the
history.
president of the.
Yeah.
You can't be the first one throwing blood.
That would have all been out of the window. Someone spit on you, I wouldn't even be thinking about that.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
you spit on the like, that's
black out.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
You spit on you. The first thing you think, I'm gonna poke you in your eye. And Rondo said, "This shit to the next level."
Yeah, they said that Rondo's girlfriend was talking to Chris Paul's
Jada,
wife.
yeah, Jada, whatever her name is. Yeah.
oh,
They all
crazy.
wanted that smoke.
everybody. And then a lot of people were upset that LeBron basically like grabbed Chris Paul and took him away.
That's
I'm like,
nonsense.
yo, that's come on. Y'all
That's
know
his
how
boy.
far back they go.
Yeah.
Word. I'm gonna know him longer than any of y'all anyway.
Yeah, it's also it's easier to like grab your boy, the person you're closest with.
'Cause he'll listen.
Yeah, you listen. You can reason with that person rather than you trying to grab someone else. Or you grab someone from behind, they don't know it's you. Turn around, swing on you.
And from where he was standing, too.
Yeah, it's right next to him.
Melo already took Brandon Ingram away.
Yeah,
And like,
I mean,
people already separating Rondo. What he supposed to do? Run into the fray?
Exactly. Like, I'm gonna stand up.
Lord
for
knows
Rondo.
I can't see what happened to Drake and then see Braun take a stray in his face in the same week. It'd be just too much. It'd be too much. It'd be too much.
Kev really will be leaving the house. Just be in there with the
Locked
blinds
up.
closed.
It's in a blanket, eating soup.
Oh my god! Damn, I feel like I missed so much.
Yeah, so that was a crazy.
Yeah. NBA season just started though, but it's a lot of wild things going on. The Pelicans surprisingly look good.
They almost put up 150 in regulation.
Yeah.
These scores in general.
It's
getting
the
crazy.
shot clock. I think that plays a lot into it when they get offensive rebound. How it only resets to
yeah,
14 instead of 24.
Yes.
So the game is
Good
much
point.
faster.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And you got less time to. So people are scoring. Like what's that dude's name on? I should have picked him up on the Pelicans. Meritic.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just
Listen,
dropped like 30.
listen to this. So I had a fifth round, I think it was. I had a choice between him and Dario Saric from
The
76.
homie.
That's my homie. Last
Yeah.
year he held me down in fantasy, so I'm like, damn, but Meritic is there, and Boogie ain't there no more, and Rondo ain't there. He might get some shots up, but I don't really see him going ham.
Man.
First 2 games of the season, 30 and 10. Wildin'. Looking like he a star, like he's the star to Anthony Davis' superstardom.
He might be.
If he does this shit all year, I'm gonna be fucking hurt.
He probably will.
There's a lot
It'll
of people,
translate.
but there's a lot of people averaging over 25 right now.
Yeah.
It's only been a week.
It's only been
been a
2-3
week.
games, but you know,
Yeah,
also got-
these averages will level out.
yeah, but also like defenses have to like adjust to like the faster pace. You
Yeah.
think about it, most of the time when people get offensive rebound, they bring the ball out, they reset, and defense is like then they get time to set. Someone get the ball, you got 14 seconds, they moving again.
Exactly.
Like,
it's a lot faster pace.
The Magic and the Celtics were playing, and they didn't crack 100. It was glaring. Like, you looking at I was like, what?
Everybody
They
else
ended in the
130.
90s. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
They were playing like it was the 90s.
Man, what other teams? I mean, I'm surprised the Spurs won actually. Golden State's gonna win it all.
Yeah, sadly. The Knicks are looking slightly competitive.
Knicks are doing a lot better
They're
than
looking
I thought.
slightly
Yeah,
competitive.
Yeah.
Just keep losing.
Keep it close,
need
but
to
lose.
pick, yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
was
they
definitely.
definitely-
They could have beat Boston.
Yeah.
They could have beat Boston. They lost to they lost to
Nets.
the Nets, which shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but
And the Bucks.
Bucks look good.
That's another one. Didn't they just lose to the Bucks? It was like single digit score too.
Yeah.
y'all know who looking good so far?
Who?
Everybody on my fantasy squad. Now Blake Griffin looking pretty decent.
Oh, yeah.
Let's knock on wood. Let's pray he stay
He
healthy.
averaged almost 30.
I see the boy.
These crazy stats.
I see the boy. He averaging like 38 rebounds and like 5 assists, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't ask for much. I just ask for my people to go out there and try their hardest.
It's just a weird. I think just football, basketball. It's just been weird. I don't know. Something's not right.
What
It's
do you
almost-
mean?
I don't know.
In football, I was thinking about this earlier today in football. There's like normally like there's like more than just like 2 really dominant teams.
Right.
Like right now, like teams like in football for like it just seems like everyone's all over the place. Like one week teams look really good, the next week they don't look as good. Like if you look at like the NFL standings, a lot of teams are like 3-4, 4-3. It's a lot of like teams just losing to each other, like a lot of middle pack teams. And it's like I don't remember the last time it's been like this.
Yeah, I think like last year, like by week 7, it was like 8 undefeated teams.
Yeah,
and this year it's just just the Rams. But even the Chiefs, I mean, they lost.
Chiefs are fucking. Yeah.
Chiefs are, I mean, just.
Yeah,
he a problem.
Patrick Mahomes, man.
And my fantasy football league is a kid that made some trades before the season even started. He has Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Needless to say, he's undefeated.
Of course.
He's been just like his fantasy like squad is like nonstop.
There are just certain teams that are just light years ahead of everybody else.
I'm hoping one of them get injured. That's not.
I hope the Giants can find those.
Nah, it's over, man.
Listen, man.
Next year, man, it's over.
I stopped watching games.
What do we? No, we're 1-6.
1-7? No.
1-6. It's week 7.
1-6. You're right.
No.
Yeah, as of last night.
1-6. Yeah, as of last night.
Only
We
beat the
suck.
Texans.
2-4. Yeah, 3.
We
Ain't no
1-6.
2.
No. Think of
No. I promise you that.
I know their
I know that
record.
for a fact.
Yeah.
I know the record of the team we play against. So I know Atlanta was 2-4.
Yeah, we were 1-5, so now we're 1-6.
Yeah, we helping everybody
now
out
we
here.
1-6. I mean, listen.
6
We can-
points
we-
in
we-
the third quarter.
We can go on a 9-game win streak and finish the season.
Not with
done
that
it before.
quarterback.
Whoa! Did you see Eli last night?
Yeah, a lot of
400 yards,
a lot
no
of dumps,
interceptions,
a lot of dumps, a lot of just here Saquon go get me some yards.
6 points in the third quarter. 400. Yo, what they finished
400
with?
yards. He finished with 399 yards and no
The
interceptions.
Giants score.
20. I think they lost 20 to 23.
Eli's in the ice bath still today.
Listen, it's not all his fault. He's getting sacked. He got sacked 4 times yesterday. 5 games the game before that.
You know who's not that good? Nate Solder.
He's not.
We paid him all this damn money from New England. He's not that good.
And I mean, I think Eli's a Hall of Famer.
What?
I know Eli's a Hall of Famer.
What?
He needs to sit it down or move along.
He might be a Hall of Famer just off his last name. That's it. I don't
Off
think
his last names, I think that everybody in the NFL likes him, likes his brother. He'll get it. He won't be first ballot. It'll be like year 5.
Can't wait to hear his
He'll get in,
speech.
but you can't tell the history of the NFL from the 2000s
How
to the
many
early
players
2000s.
got 2 rings and 2 Super Bowl MVPs?
Not
How long
many.
is that list?
He's also
Not
a
many.
quarterback, so they give them more credit than
They give
anyone
him more
else
credit.
for everything.
And it's like revisiting his history, right? So everybody's dogging him now, but in 15 years, everybody's gonna be like, yo, like your levels rise up, like you become better as time goes along. So,
No,
but
they
it
be
is
what the
time.
fuck?
It is time
Why
for
is
him
he so
to
good
leave.
in the playoffs and so mad in the regular season?
I don't know. Giants is 20. The Giants is 4-20 since that boat.
Since that boat photo.
4-20. So, I think that the Giants moving forward. I mean, if I was the Giants I'd sign Colin Kaepernick.
Why not?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm like, you got nothing to lose. It's New York. It's not like he's going to a team.
At least he
that's
can
got-
run.
Word.
If the offensive
is
line gonna be
the-
trash. Just run around, man.
Exactly. Extend
Yeah, I don't think
plays.
anybody would be upset if the Giants
We don't
picked up
deserve this.
Colin Kaepernick. You know, we don't deserve it.
That's
you got
the only one-
Saquon, you got Odell. They had
The Jets are better than us. Let that sink in.
We did have a tough schedule. I mean, the teams that we lost. I mean,
No.
Nah, my G.
I mean,
No.
Atlanta's defense.
The Saints
Yes.
defense.
it's the Saints. You got to score 40 to beat.
The Saints
With
did-
these
they-
weapons?
The Saints,
That's the
the
point.
Saints didn't score 40 against us. They had an awful game.
I mean, what they scored the game after that.
Doesn't matter.
50?
Against us,
Us.
against us, they didn't.
We kept it close.
We
kept
have the offensive talent.
The first game of the season, the Jaguars.
Jaguars are trash now.
I mean,
They
they're-
falling off
yeah,
heavy.
man.
yeah, they did.
But Blake going home, so he should be good.
They said Blake, but they going.
London.
Yeah, that's.
He wild out there. He wild out there.
He said that's the second home. Love it in London.
Gosh, it's just been a terrible season. I
A
thought the Giants
horrible-
had, although
I hate when it happens this early. How much more we got? What? 8 more.
You got nothing to
eight
live
more
for. What am I
weeks.
watching this for?
I stopped watching, man. I
No,
watched
wait. 1-6.
9 more weeks.
9 more weeks.
9 more weeks. They can. I mean, they were what 2-4 the first year they won the Super Bowl. So it's not impossible. But
So-
and the NFC East is terrible.
What's gonna change?
Both years we won the Super Bowl. The first year we won, we were at 10-6. that set a record. Like, well, we tied the record
Yeah,
for the worst record for the worst record to ever win a Super Bowl. Then the next time we won, we were 9-7. Then we broke the record for the worst team the worst record to ever win a Super Bowl.
So I mean, you just need a little
What's
magic.
gonna change?
We gotta win like 9. We gotta win all the rest of our games.
The NFC is so terrible.
That's
Washington
true.
is Washington. Although the Cowboys, they got
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, which
For a first rounder, that was a lot. I think they overpaid.
Dak gonna get him the ball.
I think Dak
Good
is
question.
so overrated.
Who's the best quarterback in the NFCs?
Walk it to him.
Oh yeah. That's disrespect. Who's the second best? That's disrespect.
Shannon
He's
Sharp.
clearly the
Yo,
best.
that name is so clever. Walk it to him. I didn't even say his name. I was like, walk it to him.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's disrespect. Yeah,
It
he's
was.
easily the best.
Yeah.
It's
Who else is there? Alex
Alex
Smith.
Smith is good.
no, I mean,
If I had to rank him, it would be
he's serviceable.
Carson Wentz, Alex Smith, Dak Prescott,
And then
Eli.
But Eli at his best is better than Alex Smith and Dak. But
What
he
best?
barely gets to his best.
at this
There's-
point,
that
you
is
gotta
the-
start. What is what? 2013, Eli. You gotta start using these years.
Eli
When
at
is
his best.
I mean,
We ain't see Eli.
What? January 2012, Eli. Like,
We ain't seen Eli at his best in a long time.
He ain't good. He ain't good. But I think I went into the draft telling the Giants they should have got Sam Darnold, but
You told the Giants that?
I told them
and you still think that now?
nah. I think that they made the right choice against Saquon
I
the
think
long
so as
term?
well.
for long term because now, let's say you draft a rookie, you get the guy from Oregon, or even the guy. I don't think the guy from Alabama is eligible this year.
Tua? Nah.
he's not eligible because I mean, I lose every game to get that guy because Alabama's just crushing everybody.
No, Eli heard you. He
and
said
so-
in progress.
Yeah, so you get a rookie. So you get a rookie, and now you got two weapons, and you got Evan Ingram and Shepard.
Shepard, too,
And you got a good defense. That can help a rookie, or you get a veteran and compete from jump. So I think the Giants are in a good position, just not this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think they made a good choice getting Saquon, too, because he's phenomenal.
Lighting the league up, and the running backs are making a comeback.
Yeah.
In the NFL, Todd Gurley is just.
I feel like running back's like the one position where you could literally come and be a rookie and dominate.
Yeah.
If you know how to run the ball and like literally find the right holes and the right seams and know which where your blocks are, you're good to go.
Exactly, and he's every time I watch him, it's just a beast. And I think Odell and Eli's their connection is getting better. 163 yards for him yesterday.
Yeah, but
Touchdown.
Odell likes deep. He wants to go deeper. Pause. Eli doesn't have enough time to throw him any deep passes.
Eli has no time. He's got like 2.3 seconds.
But even if he had the time, you think he could even make those deep passes anymore?
all
those
you
throws?
need is 2 or 3. That's all you need. He gets 1 or 2 now a game that Eli should get out to him. But all Odell needs is 2 or 3 a game, 1 a quarter. That's all you need.
Odell broke a record, like the youngest player last night to reach 5,000 receiving yards.
All I could
Eli
think
Manning.
about was our record.
I'm like, how? Think about how great he must be.
Yeah.
How do you do that with Eli Manning throwing you the ball?
And
That's
you
when
hit,
And most time for the past 2-3 years, all been short throws. Short throws and then him having to run after. And then he broke his leg last year. So he missed 12 games last year. So he broke all these records while missing hella games.
and people want to scapegoat him.
Listen, he got Eli.
He
Eli
called-
better be out the door first before.
Because he calling out Eli and telling the world the truth. You see today they traded Eli Apple away.
Yeah, I saw
And people were going ham on Twitter like, you traded the wrong Eli.
That to me didn't make any sense. I know Eli Apple and Landon had problems last year, but Eli Apple this year has been pretty solid.
For a first round pick no,
not a first round
Sorry,
pick.
a fourth
and a
and a
seventh.
seventh.
Yeah, that was stupid, man.
I thought they at least got a quarterback back. I was like, all right, but then I knew it wasn't a quarterback because when I saw the alert, it didn't mention anything, and I was like, all right, well, guess we didn't
And
get.
they ain't hit you with the breaking.
Yeah,
that's what you look for, but there's still more time before the trade deadline. So
Who could
Is
they
that the
trade
end
for?
of the month?
yeah.
No, it's like 8 days. Yeah, end of the month.
Yeah.
You're right. End of the month. Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Who can they trade for? I don't know any backup quarter. The backup quarterbacks in the NFL are so terrible.
I thought they were gonna get Teddy Bridgewater from the Saints. That's what they should have did.
That's what that.
Oh,
yeah,
that'd be good.
With Tyrod, where's Tyrod at now?
Cleveland.
Playing backup to.
Oh yeah. To Baker.
I would take either one of them.
I'll take
Teddy.
Tyrod Taylor.
I'm not
I'll
going.
take it.
Those
No.
two are upgrades over Eli, and this is an Eli Manning
Agreed.
fan. They're upgrades.
What about
over
Nick
Eli.
Foles? Not
Nah,
that
he
they would
started.
trade him, but is he an upgrade?
Nah.
Okay.
The Phillies first. I mean, Phillies.
He's not an upgrade over Eli Manning.
Nah. I watched a couple of Eagles games earlier this year. He ain't got it. He ain't it. He won the suit and that was it.
I mean, Eli ain't got it.
What would it take to get Teddy? Since they're not gonna sign.
Well,
Collins?
I don't think we're gonna trade anything. We just traded with the Saints today.
Oh,
Yeah. You should
So
have.
we will do trade again.
the same team. Oh,
So we're just gonna ride the Eli wave.
He's gonna ride.
I just don't know who we would trade for that could be a starter. Like we have to sign Cap,
That's not gonna happen.
sign Cap, or who are back? I mean, yeah, I guess Tyrod Taylor. Trying to think who's a backup quarterback that's
Every other
actually
team's backup sucks though.
What about Teddy? Isn't he a backup?
Yeah, I mean, that
in the
that would be
Saints,
it.
New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy or Tyrod. That's about it. I don't know anybody else. Who's starting for the
They probably wouldn't part.
Who's starting for San Francisco? Who they just
Beathard?
Who they just signed? What's his name? I didn't see his name in I didn't see his name in
That should say it all.
since 2014. I
No,
think
we
was
don't
his
need him
last-
then.
The last time he started and won the game was like 2014, 2015.
Who?
The 49ers signed him. He's been out the NFL for a minute. Like Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, they just
Start
picking up
one again.
anyone. I should have focused on that shit in high school. Just threw a football.
Are the Bills still starting?
Peterman?
Peterman?
No.
Thank God.
No.
He's terrible.
I don't know who
Colin need to point that out.
That's the main.
Yeah.
He probably
Case closed.
He probably watching the film just like him and his attorney get all their notes together.
Oh my God.
And he got and that dude got multiple chances to be terrible.
It's just,
He
it's
was
a different
so
league for
bad.
Colin, man. It's. I feel like Colin's gonna win his case. Glad Eric Reed got a chance to come back in the league.
Yeah.
You know, although there was a little scuffle, he had a little scuffle
With
Yeah,
Malcolm
Malcolm.
Jenkins.
with Malcolm Jenkins. I don't know. I didn't really look into it because I just feel like people were blowing it out of proportion. I don't know if there was anything.
Well, he
there.
ran up to him prior to the game and called him a sellout.
Who?
Eric Reed called Malcolm Jenkins a sellout.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, he kind
He
of.
said
What,
he.
said a neo-colonist?
Yeah. He said he took.
I don't want to misrepresent his
He
words.
said he said he took Colin Kaepernick's platform and movement and basically made it about him and then used the funds from the NFL to fund his company. Like to fund his movement. So like now
Look into that. There's layers.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a football scuffle.
No.
and then he went in after the fact too. He called him a hypocrite. He called him a couple of words. I was like,
Hypocrite, sellout, neo-colonist.
Neo-colonist.
Yeah.
We get called a neo-colonist.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that can't be good.
Yeah, he's passionate about it. He meant what he said.
He did his research.
And
so.
Jenkins was just he hit you with the old fashioned. I got too much respect for him. I won't say,
First of all,
I won't say anything bad about that man.
What's the next thing he said? Frustrated the fuck out of me. He said, all right, I got too much respect for him. I won't say anything bad about that man. He said, I would never say anything negative about another black man.
Come on, man.
Who was trying to do something
He
good.
stole him
Who was
out.
trying to do something good in our community.
Fucking sellout.
AK, well, he's. I said, what? That's your response?
Sprinkle some good old race in there.
Yeah. I said, nah, chill, B. You lost me right there. So you said about another black man. I said, all right, cool.
Wow.
All right, brother.
Damn, I ain't know it went that deep.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow, man. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I mean they've been like having some issues like leading up to this because whenever they had like the meetings with the NFL,
Yeah.
he kept saying Malcolm didn't invite Colin, that Malcolm said he did invite Colin. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird.
but Colin did tweet to Eric Reed after he ran up on Malcolm Jenkins.
Oh,
What'd he say?
I don't know. It's just
Like probably like respect. or
yeah,
something.
something like
Yeah,
respect
yeah.
or something like that, like much love or some shit.
Yeah, love my brother.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Because he did. I mean, Eric Reed, he did lose. I mean, a lot of money.
Yeah.
In the cap. So
And now he's only making like $1 million, I think.
yeah, which is crazy because he's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
But-
and he's only signed for this season.
Yeah.
which is surprising that he's wilding out like this. Like you just got back in the league and now you still wilding.
He don't
mean
care.
that much.
He with the
Speaking
movement.
out, he knelt before the game for the anthem.
Yeah, so it's just the NFL. I just feel like it's just been a weird couple weeks. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be. I want to say it's going to be a Chiefs Rams Super Bowl, but you never know.
Yeah, Patriots
They'll just come out the woodwork. I mean, and just
True. Yeah.
somehow, some way.
somehow, some way.
Never excites me, but somehow, some way.
Those guys up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. You
Anything
good?
else?
I'm good. Yeah.
You want to shout yourself out? Let the people know where to follow you, where to find you.
Yeah, you can follow me at that Terrence YeaThatTerrence.
This nigga think because we record at night, this is the fucking late night special. YEA.
You are now
Y'all gonna
tuned
tag
in.
me in the post, so y'all see me.
Okay.
They can find me. The people can find me. And thank you guys again for having me.
Of course.
Congratulations.
Of course.
Congratulations on hitting that century mark with the episodes.
Congrats to you, man.
So, looking forward to the next 100 episodes.
Working.
We
Yeah.
out
And
here.
congrats to you on your promotion.
You out here, man.
Yeah, I
You
try.
sound
I mean,
nigga
yeah,
try
go
to put
we
that
gotta go out
under,
and celebrate.
yeah, try to put that under the rug.
Yeah.
I ain't forget. You said the 16th
put
of
it back
November, huh? Put that
Bring
right
it
on my
back full
calendar. Draw a bid right there.
That's when I started working. I don't get paid a couple of weeks after that.
That's fine. December 1st it
You
is.
got a credit card.
You know how them statements work. They was a month behind.
That'd be wild. You know, put it on your credit card.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit.
That'd be
Imagine
wild.
that. Yo. Nah, you got it. Just put on your credit card. You good.
It's like,
Oh, man. Thank you for coming through,
damn.
man.
No
It's
problem,
been
guys. Good as always.
amazing episode. As always, people, thank you for checking out the podcast. I feel like I haven't done this in a long time. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, last week was just no pod was
Yeah.
it was different.
Nice little break.
Yeah.
We back on it, though.
It was nice.
Thank you for checking out the podcast. Make sure you guys rate, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out IGTV at Cool Now Pod, Twitter at Cool Now Pod. All the social media is the same. Make sure you hit us up on Gmail, coolnowpod@gmail.com. Any questions, suggestions, things you want us to talk about in the podcast. Yeah, man. Keep showing that love. Keep sharing. We're going to keep doing this thing for you guys. Until next time, it's cooling out.
Stay cool.
You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out.